So you've laid out your business idea and you think you know who will buy it. But are you right? See, that's the challenge that most businesses fail to answer. So that means it's time to go validate your idea. And here we're talking about taking the idea of your business out to people to have them give you feedback. So there's two different forms of validation that you can look at. The first is soft validation. This is talking to anybody who's willing to listen to you and finding out what they think. This is one of the great benefits of coming here to Entrepreneur Launchpad. Very early on, you can get that soft validation. You can get that feedback from other business owners who can tell you some things they love and some things they don't like about your business idea, so that you have a better idea how to take it to the market. Once you've got a little bit of soft validation, it's time to go to the next step, which is hard validation. Now, this refers to the type of data you're getting, not the challenge of it. But hard validation is taking a set of questions to your identified target market and finding out from them what they think of it. Now, when you're doing this hard validation, more is generally better. A lot of times people ask, how do I know if I've done enough, though? Well, there's a couple of different milestones, I guess, that you'll want to achieve. One is the moment where you realize how much you just didn't know when you started. Or you realize how off the mark some of your initial guesses might have been. When you've gotten the kind of honest feedback about your business to realize where it was falling down, what was ugly about it, what people didn't like, and the surprises get fewer and farther between. You understand what changes you have to make. The other standard is to collect enough hard data to convince a reasonable skeptic that you have a viable business concept with a real chance of success. One reason for this, people who are looking to fund your business, well, they're reasonable skeptics for a good reason. Your customers are going to be reasonable skeptics. You have to be able to know that you can answer the questions they are going to have effectively so that you know your business can do it. So when is the right time to validate? Well, right now. Before you put a lot of money into your business, go out and find out if you actually have a business. Find out if your target market even cares about the problem you're trying to solve, the pain you want to take away, and the solution you have to offer. You gotta verify these ideas from people who will give you money if you can solve them correctly. Now, if you do feel you need to take a prototype with you, make it a really rough one. This is not trying to show off all the whistles and bells. This is bouncing the idea and getting feedback on it. Now, what questions do you need to ask as you go out and do this? There's a few key topics you need to cover. One of them is the risky ideas in your business. This is where you differ from the way things are typically done in your market. Don't leave the risk hiding under the table. Bring it out, expose it, and find out if people like the way you're addressing this challenge and the way you hope to make life easier for them. You want to find out what people love about your business. This feels good. This is what you want to hear. I know. But you also need to find out what they hate about your business. What is it they really don't like? What do they not understand? What could they live without? Because as you're starting up, you're probably going to begin with a minimum viable product, which is your basic rough core idea. What can you peel off the outside of this to make your core product, your minimal viable product, launchable quickly? And if you find out what people can live without for a while, peel it off. Add it later when you have the chance. You want to find out about the pricing. You need to know if people are willing to pay you what it's going to cost to solve the problem. And then you also want to get some feedback. Feedback about your idea. Things that you may not have thought of that people in your market want to tell you. Because the purpose of validation is to find problems quickly and fix them before they get costly. Now, you want to use what you learned to improve your idea. Be open to criticism. It's a gift. Don't get defensive. Don't try and convince everyone they're wrong and you're right. When you hear criticism, when people tell you what they don't like, what they don't understand, open your mind. Don't close it. It takes effort to do this, I understand, but be open to that effort. Let that criticism in so that you can understand where you need to improve. And if someone doesn't get it, I want you to understand it's not their fault. It's your challenge to make sure your target market understands the solution you're bringing to them. This is a quick shot at validating your business concept. We're now going to pause on some discussion questions that your table leader will take you through, and then you'll pick up with the next idea after that.